What is up with it? Today we are going to be watching some of Flyest Raven, aka Holden Miller, climbing the OP10 ladder. I need Holden to show me what Blackbeard looks like in OP10. So we're going to be watching. Shoutouts to Holden. Go follow him on Twitter. Uh, check out his team on Metafy. Go check out his Twitch. Yada yada. I still got peppermint bark from Christmas. I think technically I'm supposed to be wearing the blue robe because OP10 is like Eastern format still technically, but I don't really want to change robes. Starting with Lafitte, gonna Lafitte and do Doc Q here. This is 100% how you win games as the Blackbeard versus Dofi. Lafitte into Doc Q into Van Auger is very good. And then we have Liberation on 7 Dawn too. I feel like we're in a good position here. This teach is like maybe slightly annoying. Gonna swing 7 at Doc Q. We are not mad about that. Okay. They're gonna go ahead and buggy here. This is slightly annoying to deal with as the Blackbeard player. I see many Blackbeard players leave the Doc Q standing and not popping the buggy there to try and avoid this sort of situation. Because now, you know, we have this 5 Dawn and we don't really have any great ways to KO anything, which seems problematic, obviously. We could Lafitte searching for another Doc Q, or we can just swing 9 and deal with the Weevil that way. Seems reasonable to me. Opponent now being on 6 Dawn. We could see 2 4-drops come down. Or a... I'm fairly certain that's a blind leader effect. Are they just dropping more 1-drops here? I'm not exactly sure what they're looking to do here. A 1 and another T? I don't know. I don't know. Seems like a weird line of play to me, but maybe they have no 4-drops in hand. I don't know. I don't know what's in their hand right now, based on what's happening. Based on the fact that they let that die, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what this Doflamingo player is cooking. I feel like normally I can kind of read what's in a Doflamingo player's hand. Right now, I have no clue. Because why are we blind leader affecting if we have 4-drops? Even if we do only have 1 4-drop, why did we want 1 rested instead of standing? Like our, I don't know. I don't know. The Doflamingo has almost not pressured us at all. Okay, maybe he just has like infinite copies of Teach, and maybe he just drew Weevil for turn. But that doesn't even make sense. He had one of these 4-drops in his hand last turn. Why didn't he just play one of these? Why did he play... Why did he blind leader effect? I just don't get that part. And he's also swinging at the Van Auger. Is he just going to get crushed by Liberation here? Is that what we're going to go for? We can like swing at the Sengoku to take it out. We can pop double 4. We can get a search in. We can play the other Lafitte. I'm interested to see what he's gonna go for. I feel like that's what I would do. Is I would Liberation double pop, Lafitte. Yeah, I think he's going for the same thing. Yep. Yeah, I imagine we gotta start stacking these 10 drops sooner or later. Yep, double Lafitte here is very nice. Grabbing a dot Q. I almost wonder if we could have grabbed a Vasco shot. Um, Maybe a dot Q is fine. I think what I was thinking about took too much Dawn. Because I think we want to hold off on the 10 drop a little bit longer if possible. This dot Q will be really nice when paired with probably the Kuzan. I mean, we could hard play the Augur, but the Kuzan is just like a free plus, so like why not? I have to imagine we will lose Lafitte's here. But that's in no means the end of the world. I feel like we as the Blackbeard player are like unbelievably far ahead here. Like unbelievably far ahead. This is like for sure a game that we win, I think. Yep, we let that die. Swings 7 at life. Swings 10 at life. Okay. Oh, and we hit the trigger. We're so good at the game. So we're dropping this already. Are we sure that this is what we should be doing? Um, hmm. I'm not 100% convinced. I mean, maybe it's fine. There's not really like a great punish. Um, I feel like I would just ditch one of these Van Augers. I feel like that's a pretty easy pitch, but it maybe won't make a huge difference whether it's the Augur or the Burgess. I just feel like maybe there's a world where we could play a Burgess this turn. We're gonna go ahead and swing 5. Yep, we'll go ahead and swing 12. Yep, makes a lot of sense to me. We're gonna play double Kuzan. Okay. See, I just wonder if we could have played these Kuzans last turn. Is kind of my thinking about it. If we like played these Kuzans like one turn earlier, I feel like surely that would have been a little better. If anyone is like really convinced one way or the other, please let me know in the comments. But I feel like typically you would prefer to hold off a little bit on the 10 drop, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we've had to give up so many cards now. I mean, the nice thing is we're gonna essentially draw 3 next turn with these Kuzans. We're gonna get to swing over the Jozu. We get to clear the entire board. This is actually phenomenal. We get to clear the board, and there's nothing the opponent can do about it. I think we always want to be clearing the board before we use any or swinging everything before we use any Kuzan effects, just to play around any gravity blade trigger shenanigans. Yep, we can just swing 5. Honestly, maybe some merit in swinging bigger there. Maybe we could have swung 7 and we could have brought back a Burgess. And then we could have played this dock Q from our hand. Oh, we're still gonna do that. Okay. How much Dawn do we have remaining? We have 6. So maybe not swinging 7, swinging 5, just in case we drew another Burgess. So that way we could play double Burgess this turn and the dock Q. Yeah, that would have been nasty for sure. That would have been real nasty. I see the vision. We have Shockwave in our hand. Trust. It's hard for me to imagine we're gonna lose this game. If the opponent leader affects anything, we get to take it for free with like the Burgess. If they play anything standing or any 4 drops at least, we'll take them for free with the Dock Q and the Augur. And we have this 10 drop Teach on board as a safety net. Yeah, so like we just get to, or we can go for game, which only could have been punished by exactly a gravity blade on that life, I think. Okay, if we get hit by the gravity blade on this 7, then we attach 7 Dawn to Dock Q and we swing again. And then we swing 1 more 7 and then 12. So we probably always get there. Alternatively, if we just KO the crocodile and we swing over the Mihawk, and we play another Burgess. So we KO the crocodile by resting 2 Thanes. We swing at the Mihawk. We use 4 Dawn for Burgess. We swing at life twice with leader and teach. We put him down to 1. I think we just win 100% of the time. Like, I think there's actually no win condition for the opponent. So I think like this is like technically a misplay, but like it's a misplay like maybe 1 out of 100 games, maybe less. Like this life being exactly Gravity Blade is like a 5% chance. It's probably a little bit higher technically because we've gone through a bunch of our deck. But like when you're setting up the game, any particular life being a Gravity Blade, if you play 2, should be about 5%. And even if it is, they still also need this to be a 1k or 2k depending on what's in their hand. So it's probably like literally like 1% of games, maybe slightly higher. And we are just playing ranked and we're trying to like get through them quickly. So there's an argument to be made that like actually it's plus elo to play this way. Because like if your win percentage is positive, even if you are giving some elo away by doing this play, technically, from a theoretical standpoint, if you're giving away a little elo, technically, it's still positive elo because you're saving time, which over the course of doing that action might make up for the elo lost and then some. We'd need some mathematicians to really, really run the numbers, but Holden obviously wins. Thank you, Holden, for streaming this. I'm definitely going to be watching some more of this. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.